Kalpana Chawla, an eternal inspiration. The newspapers screamed, "Tragedy in space." US Space Shuttle Columbia breaks into flames. In an unprecedented space tragedy, US Space Shuttle Columbia, carrying India-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla and 6 others, broke apart in flames as it streaked over Texas towards its landing strip on Saturday, February 1, 2003, killing all 7 on board. The shuttle lost contact with NASA at about 9 a.m., 19:30 hours Indian Standard Time, as it came in for landing. It was flying at an altitude of over 2 lakh feet and traveling at over 20,000 kilometers per hour when ground control lost contact with the shuttle. Columbia had lifted off on January 16, 2003 from the Kennedy Space Center, Florida. It had stayed in orbit for 16 days, and the 7-member crew conducted 80 experiments before it began its downward journey, which ended in tragedy. This was Columbia's 28th space flight, and the shuttle was said to be good for 100 flights. The whole world mourned. Who was this enigmatic lady whose death was mourned by billions of people across the earth? Well, Kalpana Chawla said that she had never dreamed. As a child, growing up in a small town called Karnal in Indian Plains, she never dreamed that one day she would cross the frontiers of space. It was enough that her parents allowed her to attend engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. A Bachelor of Science degree in aeronautical engineering, she faced opposition from her father over her going to USA for a master's degree. She went on to do her PhD in aerospace engineering. She was the first Indian-American woman astronaut to become a pilot. She soon considered another challenge. She applied to NASA's Space Shuttle program. She was first hired as a research scientist at NASA. In 1994, she was selected by NASA for training as an astronaut. When asked what it was like being a woman in her field, she replied, "I really never ever thought, while pursuing my studies or doing anything else, that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a different country. I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else, and I followed them. And people who were around me, fortunately, always encouraged me and said, 'If that's what you want to do, carry on.'" The town of Karnal spent a sleepless night. Thousands of households stayed mournfully glued to their television sets in the hope that Kalpana and the crew would somehow survive. A journalist wrote, "She was a heroine. It takes enormous ability to become an astronaut. You need to know a lot about everything, from biology to astrophysics to aeronautical engineering. In this age of super specialization, you must have encyclopedic knowledge to be an astronaut." Her achievement is unparalleled. For millions of young Indians, the story of Kalpana Chawla, a girl from a small town who touched the skies, is an inspiration. Kalpana's first space mission in the Space Shuttle, Columbia, lasted about 15 days. During this time, she went around the Earth 252 times, traveling 10.45 million kilometers. Woo! The crew included a Japanese and a Ukrainian astronaut. The crew performed experiments such as pollinating plants to observe food growth in space. It cost $56 million to the US government. In a message that she sent from aboard the Space Shuttle, Columbia, to students of a college in Chandigarh, Kalpana said, "The path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get into it. Wishing you a great journey." There will surely be many who start off on this journey to fulfill their dreams.